Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are diving into Power BI data modeling. First of all, we will discuss why we require data modeling in BI, and next to that, what is data modeling will be discussed. In order to justify the point why we require data modeling in BI, I have loaded 5 tables from the DB and I didn't provided any relationship between them. Now I'm going to visualize the data coming from two different tables. So I am taking profit coming from sales and I'm taking category from product table into x-axis. If we have a look at this particular visual, it states that all the categories having same profit value, which is a wrong value. So now I'm jumping into model view. Here if we observe, there is no relationship between sales and product table. So that's why we are getting the same value for all the three categories. Now I am going to provide a relationship between products and sales table based on product ID column. So it is giving me many to one relationship. Now I am trying to save that relationship. If we observe now, there is a relationship established between sales and products table. And now we jump back into report view. We can observe that there is a change in the visuals value. So I hope by this time you have got a clear idea on exactly why we require the modeling. Now we will discuss what exactly the data modeling is. In Power BI, data modeling refers to establishment of relationship between the tables like this, which allows us to visualize the data effectively. After importing required data into Power BI, we can start establishing relationship between the tables. For example, if I want to create a relationship between products and sales table, I can make use of product ID column, which is common for both the tables. And we need to click on save to save the relationship. We can see that an active relationship is established between sales table and products table. Here we can establish relationship between the tables in two different ways. In the very first method, we will drag and drop the common column from one table into the other table like this. After that, we need to click on save. That's it. It will create the relationship between sales and segment table like this. In the second way, we need to click on manage relationships under the home section, which will open a pop-up like this. After that, we need to click on new relationship and it will ask for the required tables. Now I am going to establish relationship between sales and ship mode tables. After that, we need to click on the common column or we need to select the common columns from the tables and then click on save. It shows that relationship is established between sales and ship mode tables and we can click on close. If you want to edit the existing relationship between the tables, you can right click on the line and click on properties. It will open a pop-up like this. Here you can observe few terms like cardinality, cross-filter direction and make this relation active. Cardinality will be discussed in our next video. We will continue with cross-filter direction. Cross-filter direction can easily explain with the help of one-way and two-way routes. In one way, we can move only in the specified direction, but in two-way, we can move freely in both the directions. The same thing will be applicable in Power BI data modeling. Here, the arrow direction indicates the direction in which the data get filtered. If it is single, it indicates that products table can only filter the sales table. If it is showing us two arrows, it indicates that both the tables can filter each other. In order to understand cross-filter direction, now I am going to visualize the data which is coming from segment and the sales table. Here, if you observe that segment can only filter sales table. Now I'm going to visualize it like this. If we observe here, the value which was taken into the table visual is coming from the segment table, and here we have a slicer called segment key coming from sales, and we have another slicer called segment coming from segment table. Now I am trying to filter from the slicer which is coming from sales table, and if we observe here, there is no filter occurring here. But whenever I apply filter from the same table, it is getting filtered. Now I will try to change the cross filter direction to both, and let us observe what will happen. Now I have changed the cross filter direction to both, and it is showing us both the directions. And if I go back to the report view and observe that it is getting changed based upon the selection. Previously it was not changed, now it is getting changed. Always we will prefer single direction rather than bidirectional cross filter directions. Here are the best practice to make the data modeling effective one. The first one is keep it simple. Start with a straightforward model and add complexities as needed. Overcomplicating your model can lead to performance issues. Next, use descriptive names. So by using descriptive names, it makes easier to understand the data model. Next, avoiding duplicate data. Duplicate data can lead to inconsistencies and larger file size. Avoid unnecessary relationships. Create only relationships that are necessary for you. That's it. By following above simple steps, you will be on your way to creating effective and efficient data models. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more Power BI tips and tutorials.